Paddy Bergin here, and we're going to be talking a bit from Mutual Mindfulness, that well-known book, which, as you know, is all about principles of excellence as demonstrated in Aikido and NLP. Now, NLP, the letters stand for Neuro-Linguistic Programming, and it obviously, the linguistic bit is about language. Now, NLP has got this fantastic model of language called the meta model, whereby it enables you to challenge and recover, find out about information that is deleted, distorted, and generalized when people speak. You know, people itself is a generalization, a technical term, I think, is lost performative. Who specifically? These people. See, nothing specified. So, we can use the principle of Irami from Aikido in response to some of these patterns that people will direct at you. For instance, everybody knows that this happens when. So, everybody, and what do they know? And when does this happen? None of it is specified. How about when people tell you it's the right thing to do? Great questions, it's like Irami, straight in there is right for whom? We got another one called nominalizations. You needn't worry about that. It's where it's where a process, an ongoing process, is turned into an event linguistically. Yeah, so Tony Blair famously talked about education. That was his big thing, right? Now, you could challenge that because education is a process, so you want to, is a normalization, so you want to turn it back into a process. So who's educating who and how specifically and when? So none of that is specified, so it may never happen. I think it did actually, some of it. He got 50% of people, or some group of people, young people, to get into university. Fact good, that's going to do them right now. Excuse me. So there are lots of examples of situations with language where you can challenge people. You can think of the principle of Irami, just go straight in with a response. Obviously, there's a bit of a health warning here. You need to be careful that you don't lose rapport and it becomes an attack or interrogation. So you can just soften it a bit. That's interesting. So what people specifically, I'm wondering, just soften the language a little bit, but go for the bits that are not specified. You know, Johnson's really famous for this. Everything he says is so vague, and, you know, when he's challenged about it later, I don't think he can remember. He just spouts this stuff, not realizing he thinks it's real, but it isn't. It's just some vague words, the art of vague language. It's great for hypnosis, but not for most other things. Okay, that's it for today. See you tomorrow with another episode of Mutual Mindfulness.